Alright, cool. So, I'm assuming that this game can be played with a controller. I'm gonna assume. It looks good. Looks pretty good. Ooh. So, if sensitivity is in the menu, I'm assuming that maybe there is some gameplay to this game. Alright, let's play AER Memories of Old. It isn't even listed on Twitch, but we'll see. I mean, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Maybe nobody will even find the stream. You know. I did all I can do. I've tweeted the stream. Let's go. I'm excited to play this. Juicy bought me this game, and I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping that it makes it's good enough to put on YouTube as well. Alright. Awk, listen. Is her name actually Awk? What a weird name. You could say the name's awkward. I know you're eager to explore, but the pilgrimage is important to the people of the sky. As you know, in early days before the Great Divide, the lands were very different from now. Instead of islands in the sky, the lands were one, and the ancients inhabited the world. They built structures, among them 3 temples, here in the land of gods. Your journey will lead you to all 3 of them. But something changed. The ancients somehow caused the Great Divide, shared the lands, and left us islands in the sky. The priestess Kara prayed by the lighthouse and found answers that helped our people survive the Great Cataclysm. The first stop for every pilgrim is to visit Kara's shrine. So go on, Awk. It will wait for you outside. Damn, that's loud. Ah! Alright. I think the game is actually really loud in OBS as well. I'll turn that down when I get the opportunity. Ooh. So, it looks like we're a floaty person. Let me give you like minus 15 decibels. That's normally enough to compensate. Oh, WSD to move or left stick. So it's interesting that the game is actually running in 144 Hz, but as soon as I started streaming it, it went down to 60. Not entirely sure why. Shoulder keys refocus the camera, which is nice. I'd imagine this game is really easy to run on pretty much any PC. The lighting's really good though. So maybe not. Tablet's really worn. A part of the text is unreadable. In the land of gods, there were 3. In 3 houses, slumbering in eternal skies. So that's the 3 gods thing. And I'm assuming that this is the way I've got to go. And that's just a reset ramp for if you fuck up the jumps. Cool. No sprint key. Memory of light in our heart shining with the name of Kara. Her lantern guided and protected us, blah blah blah. Wait. So Kara's not one of the gods. The way it's like color keying the text, I think the gods' names are going to be in green. But we were meant to be going to a lighthouse. Is that a god? Are you just a statue? The hell are you? What is that? Is that actually meant to be like a fox with loads of tails? Like 2 tails? Or is that wings? Whatever. I wonder if this is the type of game that has a load of Easter eggs and like collectibles that you totally miss. Oh! Is her head looking... Oh, no. I thought her head was looking towards the objective. Her head's just kind of looking the way I'm pointing the camera. Could I have went the lower path instead of going the higher path? Like if I'd failed to jump on those 3 things, I could have just walked around here and went up that ramp. Alright. Enter the Hall of Memory where sleeps the light of Kara. It never went out while she was alive. Ask and maybe it will shine forth to answer you. Okay. I ain't got a clue what this game's about. I thought I was meant to be going to a lighthouse. I'm assuming that, like, the lantern thing is gonna light up and we'll have some type of power to use. Because there's no way we're just gonna do this game with jumping. Cool. Is this game a horror game? Uh-oh. Is this actually a horror game or... Uh-oh. I'm not even sure. Like, I never looked into this game at all. Oh no. Alright, this is a little bit spooky. Let's run. Is there no fall damage? Cool. I'd be way more confident if I had a sprint key. Wait, what's that? Off these lanterns. Oh. Liar. Thanks for the 15-month resub. You must have had that ready for like the last 2 weeks when I haven't been streaming. Thanks for the 15-month resub. Holy shit. The way the English like voice thing said that. Oh, Spooktober. Great. Classic text-to-speech. What up though, Liar? How's stuff? This is literally the first 5 minutes of this game. You haven't missed anything. We're a cute little polygon woman, and we've got a lantern. Since the 27th? Yeah, like at least 2 weeks. I haven't streamed like properly in 3 weeks. What the hell? Look at my hair right now. What is this? Let's comb that back over. There you go. Look at that. That's much better. Jesus Christ. I'm going bald. Honestly, I'm gonna shave my head. I'm actually gonna go for a haircut this week. I think I'm gonna like go back to the depth triangle, where I have the spiky triangle in the front of my head. Ok, you made it out okay. Thank the gods you're alright. What happened in there? I thought the worst when the cave collapsed. Is that the lantern? Strange that lantern is an ancient artifact called Kara's Light. Somehow it shines for you. It's the first time in generations. Keep it safe for now. I'll stay here to investigate. Blah blah blah. Okay, so I've got to follow the kites to get to the village and talk to Diana. So in mythology and stuff, Diana is often like a moon thing, right? I don't think I'm high when I'm saying that. I think it is actually a moon thing. Do I like these? Wait, press A while jumping to transform? You've crossed into your 30s and lost an uncle? Wait, but wait. I don't want to sound rude. Weren't you already 30? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I thought you were already 30 because I'm 28. I thought you turned 30 last year and this year you'd be 31. But that's sad about your uncle as well. We had a death in the family too. The funeral was today. I didn't go because it wasn't like a close relative. It's my uncle's brother, who I have basically never met, but my parents knew him, so they went to the funeral. Is this where we find out we're related? Is this where you're like, hey, what was his name? And I'll be like, oh, it's this dude. And you'll be like, is this how we find out we're related and we're secretly blood relatives? How weird would that be? But yeah, it was my brother's, my uncle's brother, so it's like, I don't really know him. 9 months. Oh baby. I want the English guy to say it. Come on, English guy. Say the line.
We've made a sub, baby. Less than 3.
Less than 3. Jesus Christ. Thanks for the resub, Evo. 9 months? 9 months. Liar just did her 15-month one, and it's making me think that, like, because she held it for so long, this is like the 16th month that I've been affiliated on Twitch, which is kind of crazy. Like, that's pretty ridiculous. Why is chat not showing for you? There is only Liar and Evo in the chat right now, as far as I know. Viewer count's at 3. 3? 3. I can barely see the viewer count. Wait, what did that do? Oh! So I could put the lantern away. I don't even know what I'm meant to be doing, by the way. It said follow the kites. I'm gonna go with this. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Alright. I'm gonna try not to do what I just did. There's a kite. There's a kite as well, but like that one's pointing the opposite direction. Is it the green kites I have to follow? I'm looking for a village, by the way. Oh dear. Get it? Oh dear, because it's a deer. It'll be an elk or something. Isn't that technically a deer? Like, isn't a moose technically a deer? Are they part of some greater species, like horses? Are they just horses? Stripy horse? Horned horses? Is this game really good? Is it? I got gifted it by, Juicy Doodles. Juicy gave me it and, said it's a puzzle game and you'll enjoy it. So, I mean, he's never normally wrong. Most of his game recommendations are really good. I'm gonna go back to... Uh-oh. No, I'm not. I'm gonna crash into the ground. I'm gonna go back here because there's a stone tablet. I like how you just faceplant. You just faceplant on the ground. How long was the game when you played it? Like, I'm thinking it's gonna take me a few hours more than what it normally takes people. Yes, dear. Dear. I wonder how, like... How did deer get in so many different places? Like, every single continent seems to have its own version of deer, right? Like, every continent has a deer type. There's, like, antelope and stuff, and then, like, the northern deers, like the mooses. It's weird. But I guess, like, everywhere has, like, their own type of bird and stuff like that as well. Even America has their own type of monkey. They have Bigfoot. India's got monkeys. Asia. Europe's got monkeys. We've got Boris Johnson. Anyway. So this is like their creation story about the dreamer dreaming up the world and stuff. Cool. Let me find this bunny rabbit. What's up, bunny rabbit? That's more of a hare than a bunny rabbit, right? Can we ride it? Let me let me sit on your back. Come here. There you go. No? Okay. Still got no idea where I'm going, by the way. I'm pretty sure I'm meant to be going to a village, though. Is this a puzzle? This looks like a puzzle. Read part 1. My name is Aram. Is a ram a type of deer? Is a ram not like a miniature deer with curled horns? Think about it. And I was there on the day of the Great Divide. My youngest child was ill and I asked the spirit animals for help. When I prayed at the shrine of Iloki... Oh my god, we're going to have to remember all these names, aren't we? A terrible brightness pierced the air and the land trembled and screamed. In terror, I took flight and watched with eagle eyes as the land broke into pieces, which crumbled and turned to dust. Only one place seemed calm. I flew there and perched, horror-struck. It was the lighthouse. I am definitely meant to be going to this lighthouse, right? I've got no idea where it is. Oh, ah! Transform! Go back! Oh god. I like how you do just faceplant, and it's like totally fine. The game's just like, eh. It's cool. Those ducks. I want to go see the ducks before I read any more of this. What up, ducks? What kind of ducks are these? Ducks have patterns on their backs. Is this important? Should I be writing this down? They're like dominoes. The lighthouse was surrounded by a golden shimmer and warmed and soothed me. I saw the priestess Kara pass me by, weeping. She held a lantern such as they make in the city of Urza, and the lantern was dead. The shimmer came from Kara herself, dwindling as I watched. She descended the lighthouse, and I saw that many spirit animals had gathered around the tower watching. Then Kara came to them. They bowed their heads and left as if it... Wait. That's a lot of short words really close together, and it doesn't read very well. And then left as if at an unspoken signal. As if at an unspoken signal. That's hard to read if you're Scottish, because it's like the glottal stops. At an. You know what I mean? I don't know. Am I high? Sandhill cranes. Is that really what those are? Because they look like a type of crane. Like cranes are long birds. I passed the village. Alright, I'll go back. Alright, it's bigging up, like, this whole story thing seems to be bigging up the Lantern Woman God thing. It's been a pretty big deal. Right? And it's obviously the same lantern that I'm using. Is that the village down there? This says the settlement. Is that a village? Is this it? I don't think this is it. There's fire, though. Fire normally means people. It is? That's the noise they make? Wow. I thought it would just be some type of, like, made-up bird. What kind of moths are these? Hey, look! The moths! I could attract them to my lamp. You know, like the memes? Where the moths like lamps? Seen those memes? Am I cool like the kids? Wow. Are they like a pest kind of bird? Because there's a song on YouTube about the ibis in Australia or New Zealand or something. I think it's Australia. The ibis is like the most disgusting bird because it like drinks juice out the bins. And they eat all the rotten food out of the bins, and they're really annoying. They basically poo everywhere, and they're noisy. And they drink dregs. Alright. Based on my big brain, that is the fox thing from the temple with the two tails. And that is a sandhill crane. Because I know everything about birds. And it's definitely a sandhill crane. How do I talk to these people? Did she just speak English? Did she just say hey? Are you alright, Orc? It was Orc, right? We heard rumblings from Kara Shrine. I'm so glad you made it out. My name is Dana, and welcome. It was a long time ago we had a pilgrim here. Your mentor, Medvin, was actually the last one before you. My parents helped him back then. Now I, John... Oh! I, John, and our daughter. I was like, you just said your name's Dana, and now your name's John. I'm not the best at reading, right? If you ever feel lost, just return here and talk to us. Every pilgrim's journey requires a visit to the three temples in the land of gods. Kara sealed them a long time ago, right after the Great Divide. There's a sigil in the ground close to each temple. That's where we gather to pay respects to the spirits. So you two should go there. Sacred words are revealed to those who approach with an open mind. The Eventide Sanctuary is closest, and you will find it northwest of here. Cool. Is that an alpaca? Nope, it's a sheep with a gigantic head. Can I ride the sheep? Wait. I did it. Hey. Is there another sheep? Come here, fucker. Liar, did you see the, one of the forestry commission things in Scotland wanted to introduce wolves again to Scotland? Like, every 5 years, somebody gets the idea that they want to introduce wolves into Scotland. And it's not a very good idea, because, you know, it's fucking wolves. We used to have wolves in Scotland. I don't know which type, but we had wolves. And then we killed them all because they kept killing us and eating all our sheep. I'm gonna do this eventually. I'm gonna, like, it's gonna be so cool. That other one's disappeared. Come here. Ah! Fuck. I transformed it. So, one of the reasons we're playing this game instead of any other game is my mouse broke yesterday. Like, my mouse broke, and the mouse that I was using, or I am using still, to, you know, wait for the new mouse to get here, has a issue where it double clicks instead of single clicks sometimes, and that's not very good. Like, it just double clicks. Bobbies? Babies. Find the babies? I think those are the babies. I think that's all there is. Oh wait, you've played the game. Are there actually more? Wait, is that them? Is this smaller? Is this smaller or bigger than the one that I was chasing earlier? Alright, you can't ride them. Is this it? Oh my god. I just got an achievement for finding them. The achievement's called Mama. I guess it's because it looks like she's got horns. They're following me. How long do they follow me for? Just for the whole game? Is this their mom? Will they follow me off the cliff? I did not mean to go that far. Alright. I guess they just go to the nearest one when I leave. Is this the temple? Am I meant to go in here? Did I do a thing? It said to go to the northeast or something. I didn't listen to her. I thought I was meant to go to a different island. Alright, what are we doing? There's fish. Magikarps. And tablets. This is a lot of reading. Oh lord. She can't read it. Oh. So I need Medivin to decipher those. Alright. And I can't fly when I'm in here. Isn't this just gonna take me out to the other side of the village where we spoke to Dana? It feels like that's what's gonna happen. Yes? Yeah. This is where I thought it would lead to. Alright, so she said northwest. Cool, cool. Now either this is the temple, or it's on a different island. It's meant to be the lighthouse. It doesn't seem to do anything right now. I should come back here later. Huh. Ow. I wouldn't be very good in this universe. I would like transform and just hit walls all the time. Oh, Eventide Sanctuary is the closest, and that's the northwest. Alright. Walking simulator or puzzle game? Maybe both. Maybe both. Is this it? I'm gonna say that's not it. What up though, Grummeldunk? What up? It feels weird streaming when I haven't streamed properly in like 3 weeks. I've had 2 streams. I think I've had 2 streams in like the last 20 days. No exaggeration. This looks like a something. African god reaches too far. I hope he stretches himself too thin. Oh look, it's a ram. Think about it. When I downloaded this game, did I download RAM? Think about it. Yeah, I've been like keeping up with Inktober. I think I'm on like day... I think I've done 11. I think I've done... No, have I done 12 out of the 16 or 11? Something like that. I did at least the first 10 days in a row. That's basically all I've been doing though. Like, I've been drawing like 5 or 6 hours at night instead of streaming. And the rest of my time is totally wasted. I don't think this is the right shrine. Or, like, I don't think this is a shrine at all. Is it? You know what it reminds me of? This is gonna sound really stupid. Doesn't this remind you, like, a little bit of Crazy Golf? You know, you go... at, like, Crazy Golf, there's, like, all the different parts of the course and stuff. Is that a chicken? That's the floppy fish from the cave. Evo, where are the puzzles? Where am I going here? The river has fallen. What of the spirit fish? Is she safe? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going the wrong way. I'm gonna go back to the village, and I'm gonna see if there was anything else they said. I'm pretty sure they said to go this way, though. Although it literally could be right here, and I've just went all the way past it. That's a fox, though. Let me see this fox. That's not a fox! It's a fucking tree. It's a bush. Jesus Christ. I've got great eyesight, guys. 2020. Do you know what 2020 vision means? It's actually really weird, right? 2020 vision means that you can see what everybody else can see at 20 meters away, or 20 feet. That's what 2020 means. It's like you can see at 20 feet what other people could see at 20 feet. Northwest?
Hey.
Did she really say northwest? Oh wait, that's where I went. I went northwest. I thought I went northeast. Did I go northeast? We're going northwest this time. I thought 2020 vision meant something else. Like, I thought it meant different stuff. No achievement for that? Come on. That was a sick move. Do I get bonus points for landing on that little thing? Come on. What's the best way of doing this? Just to like free fall onto it? Man, it's like playing Fortnite. I still haven't played Fortnite. I'm just like mocking it. Right. Wait. We're gonna land on this island first. And then we're gonna take a small jump. It did nothing. It did literally nothing. What up, Loki dude? What up? I'm gonna keep going this way, and then hopefully it's like the new Call of Duty and it just has like a zone that tells me to turn back. The new Call of Duty actually looks really good. I'm not gonna get it because it's not really my type of game, and I'm kinda done with BR games, but it looks good. If there was a BR game I was gonna play, I might have played it. It could have been Loki, it could have been, right? It could have been. It could have been an achievement, landed on small crazy golf style golf course island. Is this the place I'm meant to be going? There's a lot of ghosts. This kid's like, I want ice cream! And he's like running to the ice cream van, and then the mom's like, no! And the other kid's like, they want an ice cream too. Is there more ice cream kids back here? This guy's like, oh, my back hurts. I need some ice cream. I'm like the worst fucking streamer in the world. My jokes are so bad. Christ. Before abandoning VR, let me tell y'all about VR. So, I bought my VR headset 6 months ago, and after the first month, it died, and I sent it back. Then they sent it back and said it was fixed, and they found the issue, and it was still broken. Then I sent back the link cable, which is like a $50 cable, and they sent a new cable and said, oh, that cable you sent us was broken, try this. And it was still broken. And I literally haven't used VR in 2 months, and it's just sitting there broken. £500, $650 VR headset, sitting there completely broken. Just loses image every 30 seconds, and I've ran out of patience trying to fix it. I've probably spent over 30 hours trying to fix it myself and talking to HTC. And I'm exhausted with it, but you are right. I need to actually like try and do something with it in the next 6 months. The warranty on it is something like 2 years, but I should really try and get it fixed or replaced as soon as possible, because it's like, it's that fucked. The reason I first sent it back was because like I want to say like every 5 or 6 seconds it was like going orange on this side of the monitor. Just ugh. It was too hot in the summer as well to like have VR. It was really way too hot. There was no way that I was gonna like be able to do VR games when it was that hot outside. Because it heats up your forehead, the way it sits on your head, it's like it actually makes you feel more sick than you are. Like it gives you extra motion sickness. This is the wrong place as well, isn't it? Like, I'm literally seeing nothing that I need to do. I keep saying literally. I say it a lot. I don't know why. Can we not talk to any of the ice cream people? Hope for our people was restored by the wisdom of her words and the refuge she gave us. The spirit animals helped her hide the way in behind falling waves marked by sun and moon in the northeast. Oh. So are we going this way? Alright, I guess we're going northeast. Falling waves. I'm assuming we actually have to leave there. Open your eyes. You're not seeing anyone else in chat, really? Have you refreshed and stuff? Ugh. I'm using popped out chat, which sometimes has the weird glitch where it gives you different name colors for people. I'm using that. Switch browsers. Am I gonna die if I keep going down here? Achievement? Ow! Alright, that's not an achievement. Bonking your head is not an achievement. Wait, are you awake? Are you alive now? You can see stuff? Evo, can you hear me? Can you see me? Yes? No? Who doesn't put a treasure chest behind a waterfall? If you put a waterfall in a game, you have to put a treasure chest behind it. It's like the law. It's Game Dev 101. Hey! There's the sun and moon. Look, it's Pokemon Sun and Moon. Alright, what up, Pokemon Sun and Moon? Guys. I can't get through. I'm assuming that these need to light up or something. No? Alright. Let's see what this is. There's a big shaft of light. I think that's telling me to come over here. God. Come on. Turn around. There you go. What the fuck is that meant to be? I'm not gonna stand on that yet, because I want... Is that a whale? What is that meant to be? A shark? Why don't I have eyes? That's a good question. That's a really good question. Alright, that's the sun side of the sun-moon thing. Pokemon Sun and Moon. So, I'm assuming we now gotta go and find the moon thing, which will be this thing. Whee! Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ! I'd be dead in this universe. Oh, no! I double jumped. Okay, we got another narwhal thing. Alright, so that's the sun thing. The other one was the moon. We Gucci. A dolphin? It kind of looks like a dolphin, but he's a little bit too thick for it to be a dolphin, right? But he's not a shark. I don't even know if that's meant to be his mouth on the top, or is that like a head, or some weird hole? Meow. Ow. A really messed up octopus. An octopus that has fins. It's pretty messed up. It's pretty messed up. But then I don't have eyes, so I'm probably not really seeing it anyway. Alright, I think the game's crashed. Oh no! It's on an SSD, and that load didn't even think about starting for like a solid 4 seconds. Okay. I'm pretty sure that I just have to lantern these two things, right? Oh lord, it's puzzles! This is the first real puzzle! I am going to go with a walk around first. Information is key, right? That's the sun, that's the moon. So that's that. Dunzo. Is she controlling the lamp, or is she like, don't go, lamp? Like, what's the hand motion? Guys, it's a little bit spooky. It's just a little bit spooky. Did you know that there's actually a program that can make almost any game into a VR game? Let's talk to this guy first. I was not expecting that noise. Hello, little wanderer. You took your time. Were you perhaps led astray? Nah, I was just like jumping on deer or sheep or whatever. Or just followed by the slow one. I think his name is Medvin. Slowest few shifters I have met, but sharp, intelligent. Do you know what it is you found? You hold both light and key to lead you into twilight. Both dusk and dawn, I believe. Southwest of here is a temple, the silhouette of the setting sun. You will find more answers there. Go now, bird faster than Medvin. Secrets await you in the deep. Seek counsel from the ones who slumber. Now, he said southwest, right? Can I jump on him? Fuck, I can't jump on him. Alright. Puzzle 1, donezo. Not the hardest puzzle I've ever done in a game. But it's early on. You know what's the really like cool thing about puzzle games? Like, say for example The Witness. The Witness had some puzzles that you're probably never going to see in any other puzzle game. You really aren't gonna see those type of puzzles again. A lot of puzzle games will have things like those sliding tile puzzles with like the 3x3 grid of tiles or a 4x4 grid of tiles. But puzzle games like The Witness have really unique things in them that you'll never see again. Oh my lord. Can we jump on this log and make it flip up like in Wile E. Coyote? Nope. There's another baby. He said southwest, right? He said a silhouette, temple, silhouette of the something. Southwest? Do I keep going southwest? It looks like there's literally nothing out there. I'm doing it, lads. Let's go. Yep, I think it's gonna tell me to turn back. Yep. Is this it? Or is this just a checkpoint? Ruh-roh. Oh, there it is! It's that thing that I was at before. I think. I mean, it's got like a shaft of light. Open temple. Do we walk down the stairs or do we fly? What do we do? Do you think we'll get an achievement for walking? I'm just gonna jump. Whee! There's no fall damage, guys. There's no fall damage. Unlike, you know, unlike some other games that I've played recently, they're just like ridiculous fall damage. I played PUBG like a month ago after not playing it in a long time, and holy fuck, the fall damage is obnoxious in PUBG. I think the worst game for fall damage is probably Minecraft. I really like that Borderlands doesn't have it. Otherwise that would be a chore. Should we be checking out these ghosts? This ghost is like, come at me, bro. What do the symbols on their faces mean? Like, this guy's got 2 lines and an exclamation point. This older person's got like a weird cube thing. I can't really tell what this guy's is. It's like a bunch of dots. They're all like helping each other climb up the thing. Ooh, tablet. Twilight Guardian opened her eyes at the sight of the sun and moon, shining together. She sat down and calmly took both in her sky hands, bringing balance to light and shadow. With her right hand, she releases the sun to let her people back from the dream. With her left, she flings the moon into the night sky so that people may dream at all. She is the heartbeat of the seasons, at the center of the world, the breath of life and order. Cool, cool. Oh yeah, the big disaster was that the world got ripped into these islands. Apparently there was a group called the Ancients who used to make metal handrails for cars and just kind of put them into temples. And that's what that looks like, right? You know those rails you get at the edge of the road to stop cars like going into ditches? But yeah, the world got torn into big islands, and that's why there's islands everywhere. So those people are probably people escaping when the islands got torn apart. This is a little bit spooky. Like, it really is a little bit spooky. Magikarps. I think I saw some frogs as well. Or it could just be my eyes playing tricks on me. This guy's like, yeah, it's a big mushroom. He's like, oh boy. Do we want to go down the big mushroom path? Oh lord. What is going on here? Oh. When I move, stuff goes up. That's cool. Check that out. It's like a bunch of leap of faith jumps where you have to, you know, jump without having a platform. Oops. Project Nomads? Never heard of it. Hey, you know what I looked at today on my phone when I was on the toilet? You didn't need to know that part. But do you remember the game called the Complexity Cube? Or something like that, where it was like a cube on your phone and you had to tap the bricks? Do you remember that? And if you got the grand prize, you were to become a god in the new Peter Molyneux game, which was called Goddess. Yeah, the Molyneux thing. So, I looked at an interview from a year ago with the guy who won it. So he was an 18-year-old student when he won the game. And his prize was that he gets to become a god in the game Goddess. And he would also get a job working for the company, and he would be an advisor, and he'd be able to sculpt and, you know, like transform the game by working directly with the studio, right? And depending on how well the game did, he was told that he would be able to earn between £5,000 and £500,000. Or something like that, like 10 to £500,000. There was like a lower limit and then like a really high upper limit. Well, after something like 5 years of winning that prize, he has had a grand total of £0 paid to him. He has made no fucking money for winning that cube game. And any fame that he's got from it, like he had a YouTube channel and stuff like that, is basically being completely worthless. Yeah. That guy's playing a fucking guitar! Look, this guy's Jimi Hendrix! What the fuck? Alright. Man has paws that cannot run, but chases longingly the sun. Man has wings that cannot fly, but he will always seek the sky. Oh fuck, it goes on. Man has eyes that cannot see. We don't even have eyes. But watch eternity. Man is lost, unknowingly in danger. To his own mind, always a stranger. It's a fish man? Wait, what are you talking about? Are you talking about the rhyme is referring to a fish man? I actually thought it was going to be deep and it was going to be like he has pause, as in like he pauses and thinks about stuff. But he, you know, I don't know. I might just be high. This game feels absolutely massive. Should I be going this way? Dude, that Potter Molyneux? The Peter Molyneux thing made me kind of sad. Because the kid was a game dev student. I believe he was studying at some university, age 18, interested in game dev stuff, and then he gets a job at like a game developer in the UK. Like, that has got to be a mind-blowing thing, right? Like, oh my god, I've like tapped on this cube. I heard that he actually only signed up for it on the last day just before it was done. So he didn't even like spend hours on it. And he wins this prize. He gets told he's going to be able to earn this money and like work for this company, and then he's got literally nothing from it. He said that 6 months after winning it, he was in the studio working with the devs, like having meetings and stuff, and the people working on the game seemed like they didn't want to work on it anymore. And then as it went on, he had various other interactions with the studio. And eventually it got to the point where instead of him contacting the studio, he just would let the studio contact him, and eventually they stopped. And he got no monies. I would rather have said, hey Peter, like I like this idea. If you give me like literally £50, I will leave. Because that would have been better than wasting all your time on that stupid game. Did anybody even buy Goddess? I think it had day 1 DLC, like day 1 pay to win stuff. People on a fish with no eyes, and somehow able to make octopus sculptures. It's a good theory. As Roy Walker would say on Catchphrase, it's good, but it's not right. I don't think that's right. I think it's what's the word? It's not a metaphor. An analogy? Is that an analogy? I don't even know. There isn't an order I'm meant to do these in, is there? I think I'm literally just meant to touch all of the bright, shiny things. Right? I think so. Man, that weird octopus sculpture. God damn it. Fucking weird octopus. Oh no. I thought it was meant to be like a manatee, and then I kind of thought it was a whale, and then it looked like a dolphin, then it looked like a shark, and eventually we wound up on octopus. Which one of these did I not light up? This last one? Speaking of sculpture, do you guys remember when I made Cuphead? Do you guys want to see this shit? I think I've only like showed this like twice on stream. Check this out. This is so terrible. Alright guys, look at this. I don't even know why I'm putting my headphones back on. I don't even need them to show you something. You can't talk back to me. I'm putting them on anyway. Hello? What up? Alright, check this out. I made this Cuphead, right, like a year ago. Nearly a year ago, like 9 months ago. Look at him, right? Little Cuphead, he's got his little thing. He isn't painted, right? But here's the problem with him. He comes in half, right? I didn't know what I was doing, and he comes in half, right? So, this type of clay, you're not meant to make anything like much bigger than like 2 by 2 inches and maybe like 1.5 inches thick. And I made this. Look at his weird foot. Look at this. What the fuck is this? He's made out of, like, in the inside, like, tinfoil. His fingers are hot glued. His fingers are, like, hot glued on. Oh my god. He's so horrendous. He's so bad. Super glue him? Maybe. There is enough surface contact between the top and the bottom. Like, he does register quite well. You see his back, how he registers? Like, that does register and seat down quite well. It is like a snug fit. But goddamn. It's like the ugliest thing. So, right. So here's the point. Here's the point of, like, why I mentioned this, right? Check this out. I bought this. It's like aluminium armature wire. Like, check this out. Like, you can bend it, and, you know, it's easy to bend. The 3mm stuff's, like, a little bit more difficult to bend, but it's aluminium. Look. So now I have armature wire. So none of my sculptures will fall apart ever again. I'm gonna make, what's his name? I'm gonna make Daniel Fortescue from the PlayStation 1 game Medieval. That's gonna be like the first thing I make. Did you guys ever play Medieval on PlayStation 1? Make Red Dwarf? Why would I make Red Dwarf? I don't even watch Red Dwarf. I've seen it. It's pretty good. I don't even watch Red Dwarf. Do you think I should? Do you think I should make Red Dwarf just because you've said it? I think I should make it just because you've said it. I remember, like, the only thing I remember from Red Dwarf was the, there's like a cowboy episode. There was like a cowboy episode where, they were cowboys. I remember that very vividly. I don't remember any other episodes. And I remember some of the funnier parts were the outtakes, where they would just, like, piss themselves laughing at stuff that they did. Or, like, those are always good. Gunman of the Apocalypse? Was that like a movie, or was it like a part of a series? What are we talking about? We're talking about Red Dwarf. Depression Squid? What? That was the episode? Okay. Because I know that is like a trope in sci-fi things, right? To have like a planet that's like a Wild West planet. I know there was Star Trek. There was Star Trek episodes like that, where it was like a Western planet. Or maybe there were like holodeck episodes, I don't know. And I know there was a Power Rangers episode where there's, you know, all like the villains from Power Rangers, how it's like, how it was a Japanese show. They had a Wild West episode, and the story behind the Wild West episode was that they were looking for the crystals that they needed for like their Power Ranger things. And the only studio set that they had available was the Wild West one. Like, that was the only one they could book time on, because everything else was like taken and they only had stuff for a certain amount of time. So that's why it was a Wild West like episode. It's like the tiny little part of a 15-minute episode. And it's because they didn't have the budget to like shoot anywhere else. It just added this saloon that had like all of these like villains and stuff from Power Rangers, just like in a country western setting for no reason. What is Red Dwarf? It's like, it's probably closest to like the sci-fi series like The Orville or like Futurama. It's kind of like a little bit Doctor Who-y as well. And yeah, I'm totally streaming. What up, Super Spinks? You thought I'd given up? I'd given up? I mean, kinda. When did I say I'd given up?
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, Super Spinks. Buongiorno. When did I say I'd given up? You haven't seen me since Cardigan Gate? What? Huh? What? For real? When did Red Dwarf finish? I'm trying to think like if I was even the right age to have really seen it. Because I know that it's an older show than I think it is. I was born in 1990 and I'm pretty sure the show finished maybe in like 2005 or something? It's still going? I'm Googling this. I believe you, but I'm also Googling it. Red Dwarf. Red Dwarf came out in... Huh. Ah! It originally aired between 1988 and 1999. Alright. So that was like the heyday, was to 1989. So I was like 9 years old when it kind of ended that first run. And then it picked back up in 2009? Yeah, it picked back up in 2009, it looks like, right? Mm-hmm. And then 2012, and then to now, it's still running. Jeez. Budget, 250,000 per episode? What the fuck? Where are they getting this budget from? 250,000 per episode is crazy high for a UK show. Wow. Wow. Thanks for the follow, Super Spinks, by the way. How did you find this room again? Through like Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat? What is Cardigan Gate? I don't even know. I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh shit. Liar, I just literally just now just saw your Inktober thing. When did you send this? Cool, Liar. Cool. Are you using gel pens? I can normally tell by looking at like the type of pen that somebody's used. But I'm like erring on the side of the pink looks like it was gel pen, but then it could be felt. They could be felt tips or bullet tips. I'm normally like really good at noticing what somebody's used. I actually was on Will Murray. Will Murray's like a ink artist, traditional artist. I actually knew which sketchbook he was using based on like the photo of the paper. And like I totally 100% knew, and I wish I'd messaged him or like posted it in the comments. Rollerballs. You see why I said gel pens is because the way that gel pens and rollerballs work is the ink bleeds to the sides of the roller because the center of the roller pushes into the paper more and makes a groove. So sometimes you can tell if you've got like a paint pen or like a gel pen that's got a ball, that's what happens. Like the center doesn't have any paint on it and the edges have more. Purple one was felt. That was the one that made me think it was felt. See, I'm good at this! Trust me, I'm good at this. I know my art materials. I'm really good at that. I'm really good at it. It was based on Blade Runner? What the fuck? Was Red Dwarf actually based on Blade Runner? Were they high? Were they high? It's nothing like Blade Runner. I would have like, you could have told me it was based on Toy Story and I would have believed you more than if it was based on Blade Runner. I suppose it did come out in 88 though. Also, my controller has just completely... Oh. The game like paused itself and it wouldn't let me unpause. I'm reading this story, by the way. Like, you don't need to read it. I'll tell you exactly what it said in a few minutes. Actually, I completely didn't read it. I'm Kara, blah blah blah. I had a strange dream that I will record here so others may perhaps understand its meaning. I had come to study the holy carvings in the lighthouse in the land of the gods, trying to understand their heritage. As I reached out to touch some of the runes, it suddenly felt as if a warm hand had passed over my eyes. They don't even have eyes. Becomes a part in the end of season 10. Oh, wow. That's a big investment for a payoff. That's a big investment. Okay. And I fell asleep on the sacred stone. In my dream, it seemed to me that the stone beneath me glowed from within, forming a staircase up into the starry sky. Far away on these steps, I'm looking over at, like, her body. Does she have something covering her eyes, or is that, like, a headdress thing? It looks like she's wearing a blindfold on the table thing. Okay, stars flew from the sky and became someone who had the shape of music and was gentle and sad. Is that on her eyes? It's on her forehead. The god spoke to me, not in words, but in memories and feelings. He warned me of a terrible greed from beyond, a void in the hearts of men. As he showed it to me, I felt it stir and come between us, darkening the golden steps like a stormy cloud. Blah, blah, blah. Terrified, I cried out in the pool of dark void. Woke up, blah, blah, blah. Okay. If what I have seen is true, the gods are alive, and they need our help as we need theirs. Okay. I am pretty sure that we need to somehow go this way. Right? So that side of the temple is that type of the temple is lit up. Did I just say that type of the temple? That side of the temple has litten. Are these even words? Is litten even a word? Is it even a word? The props were just cardboard boxes painted. I could believe. It seems like the type of show that probably had like 3 sets and they weren't even permanent sets. Alright, that side's lit up. The other side is not lit up. So, is the past tense of light up just lit? It was lit. It is lit. There's no litten. How the fuck do I go around to the other side? Do I like cross back to where the mushrooms were? Oh lord, that was spooky. Did that make music before the last time I was here or no? Or no? Liar, that's litten. That's litten, liar. Did you guys... Have you seen the Inktober's that I did, liar? Are you on Instagram? I know you're on Twitter. But I don't really like... I don't like posting art on Twitter. I feel like it annoys people. Like, I feel like I just annoy the fuck out of people whenever I post art on Twitter. Oh, damn. Do I need to get all the way up there? No Instagram? Instagram's very strange. Because I feel like the only way to gain followers on Instagram is to have a post that has a lot of early interactions. So in the first hour, if you make a post and it gets a lot of interactions, you'll go onto the discovery page and then more people will find you through the discovery page. But if you don't, then only your followers see your post. And even then, a lot of the time it's not a lot of your followers that see your post. It's roughly like, I think it's a third of them that'll see it. On average. Alright, we're back into the temple. You like when I post art on Twitter? I have different lists for like artists and game devs and comic writers, comic artists, Japanese artists. I have like hidden lists for that stuff because my main feed is basically just people I know. I think this is the right hand side and the mushrooms was the left hand side. What is this guy doing? Is this guy smoking the fire? I'm not sure how I'm meant to light up the right hand side of this. Maybe I've just to go through that dark area. It's clear that that's what I'm meant to do, but I don't know how to get there. No. Flying in the temple would probably trivialize it, right? What I meant was, if I could fly, it would probably trivialize it. I can't actually fly in the temple anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure. How do I get over there? If that's the entrance of the temple, I would expect it to be branched off to the right at some point, right? Like, at some part. I'm trying to think what's changed now that we've lit up the left-hand side. Maybe we do just go to the left-hand side? Is this it? Wait a minute, this looks like an it. Is this it? Oh, shit! Wait, can I climb trees? No? It looks like I come from there and then I go up that way. I am going to go through this way and see what happens. Must not backseat. I heard a streamer say something really funny lately. Oh, on his streams. He's been playing games that he doesn't play very often, like games that have just come out and stuff. And he gets like bored if he doesn't progress very quickly. So what he says is, it's not backseat gaming. I'm letting you into the front seat. You guys can just sit in the front seat and just tell me what to do. Like, I thought it was a really good analogy. I've never heard that before. It's like, you guys are in the front seat. It's not even backseat gaming. Just fucking tell me what to do. Oh. It's so stupid. Ooh. I thought that was a lady parts. I thought that was a lady parts sculpture, and I was like... And then I realized it was hands, and I was like, ooh. This guy's got no head. Chop the head. That looks a bit like a lady parts, right? Not just me? Yeah, you're in the front seat. You just fucking point the way. You get your phone out, get the game facts on. The IGN.com. Alright, this guy's teaching them. When the world was still new and the creator had drawn the lands, the spirit animals gathered to talk. A fox said, "There are new animals around. They walk on 2 feet." A crane said, "A new bird." The fox shook its head and said, "They have no wings." A monkey said, "I have seen them too. They are without fur and they cannot climb well." An owl said, "They fear the night and drive it away with fire." An otter said, "They build nests on the land, but they are not one with it." A deer said, "They are loud and do not know how to walk the woods." And then an elephant said, "Holy shit, how the fuck are all these animals talking?" And a bear said, "They are like cubs who do not know the way home." The fox cocked his head and said, "Yes, this is why we have to help them." Aww. Part 2. Help them? The other animals look stunned. How does a bear look stunned? Talking about fish? Fish don't have 2 legs. Fish ain't got 2 legs. Actually, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Get it? A limb. I'm gonna say there probably are fish that have legs. There's probably some, you know, Fukushima power plant style fish that has legs. Boris Johnson. Yes, the fox said, their minds see eternity and they are lost and afraid. They need something to hold on to, or they will harm themselves, the lands, and us. The fox said, what do you propose? Oh, Oh, the fox said the first part. What do you propose? Asked a hare. We met the hare. Propose a pact, said the fox. If one of them can talk to us, we offer him the bond with the land. The fox continued, if he accepts, he can take the shape of us, of one of us, the one he made the pact with, and he will be one with the land. So we must have made pacts with the eagle? And still see beyond the veil. He can guide and guard his people, and so we all will be at peace. Cool, cool. Their animals saw the wisdom in this and agreed to it. And so, some humans can become one with the world, and the chosen were called Whisperers. Whisperers, guys! You know, one of my favorite things is stage whispers. The term stage whispers is like when people are on stage and they're meant to be whispering, but obviously they can't really whisper because the audience needs to hear them. So they go, "Hey guys!" And it's like just as fucking loud as talking. Dude, fucking stage whispers. It's so good. "Hey guys, I think he can see us." "What, do you think he can see us?" "Yes, also we're shouting. This is just as loud as shouting." I fucking love it. Where the hell am I going? Was this an alternate route up that I didn't take? Okay, that looks like a moon. Oh shit! Is this the part? This is the right way. This is the right way. I can tell because stuff is lit up. Wait. Frogs! Woo! Hello. Boing. Trees. Do Americans have pantomimes? Evo, do you have pantomimes in America? Like, Aladdin on stage and, you know, Widow Twanky and stuff like that. Is that a thing? Alright, I'm pretty sure this is just put the beam in the beam hole. What the hell? It won't do the thing. Oh, it's got to be like a combination of all the different things. You're gonna say no? Aw. It's normally like a theater production where they do a famous fairy tale thing like Jack and the Beanstalk, and there's normally at least 2 male characters played by women and a couple of women characters played by men. Like, in Aladdin, it's not uncommon for Aladdin to be played by a woman. And Aladdin's mother to be played by a man. Normally in, like, you know, like a big pair of comedy boobs and stuff. Like, pretty hardcore. Pretty hardcore, drag style stuff going on. Yeah, don't have pantomimes. Is it pantomime or pantomime? I don't even know. I thought it was mime, as in like miming. Could be wrong. Ooh, cool. I used to go to pantomimes when I was like really young. Some of them are really good. Like they put in a lot of pop culture references and stuff like that, or a lot of like Shrek style humor where the adults will laugh at some parts that the kids won't understand. They're normally pretty great. They're normally pretty cool. I like that I just called it Shrek style humor. Man, everybody's seen Shrek. It's one of our culturally ingrained movies that we can use as reference. This reminds me of Dark Souls, when you go into the pipe at the Undead Burg. I don't think I'm meant to go there yet, though. Maybe I am. Yeah, I don't think I can get over there unless I go through the pipe. You've performed in about a dozen of them? Really? I only ever did school plays for theater stuff. I wasn't really into drama. I did a school play in primary 5, 6, and 7. In primary 7, when I was like 11 years old, I was Harry Potter in our school play's rendition of Peter Pan. Work that one out. Yeah, we did Peter Pan, and I was Harry Potter because I don't know. I can't remember that far back. It was like 17 years ago. Yeah, I don't know. True story though. Okay, we did the temple. We did that temple and you only had to listen to like 5 Depp stories. Holy shit, what the fuck is this? Here's a Dark Souls boss. Come here, little bird. Very long time ago, your people addressed me as the Twilight Guardian, sitting at the border of dusk and dawn, ensuring safe travel on the paths to the lands of dreams and back again. Even after the Great Divide, I was there watching as your priestess Kara led her people to safe shores here in the temple. A long time have I waited for this moment to come. I've grown weak, but for the power I was lent, tethering me to your world. Listen carefully, little bird. Once again, the void was taken with great hunger. This time to devour all that is left of our world. But there is still a chance to stop him. The priestess Kara hid 3 fragments of great power, 1 in each temple. Has the game not even started yet? What? The hell? We gotta get the 3 fragments, stick them together, probably put them up our butt, and then shoot a big laser beam, right? This is some weird character design. Is this one of the fragments? Or is that like fragment 1 and then I've got like another 3? Uh-oh. What in the fuck did... That doesn't look safe. Another spooky part. This is the guy! This is the Cylon, or whatever his name is. Monka S. Yeah, I was actually Harry Potter in Peter Pan. I was one of the Lost Boys, and I was Harry Potter. Just got an achievement called People's Haven. Yeah, I was, you know, like, in Peter Pan, there's, Wendy? I want to say Wendy, and then like her 2 brothers. I was one of the brothers, and the brother was, you know, it's Peter and Wendy and whatever. Michael? George? I can't remember what the little kid's called, but I was Harry Potter. Because we were fucking stoned when we wrote that script. The woman that actually did the pantomime was our deputy head teacher. So she was like second in command at the school. And she wrote like the whole thing. She did a really a lot of work on it. It must have been difficult since we were all like little shits as well. Like, we were literally the worst. Not remembering lines, not wanting to wear different costumes. The amount of people that cried because they didn't get roles in that. The amount of like 10-year-olds that cried, oh my god. It was pretty bad. I'm going back to the village, by the way. I think that's where I need to go. And then I'm gonna talk to Dana. Look at this guy's swag walk. What a load of swagger.
Yo.
Yo. He's got elf ears. He's got pointed elf ears. Alright, my name is John. That's Dana's husband. Take care of the lighthouse here on the island. Anyway, if you're looking for Medvin, he's in the cave here in the village, probably studying some tablets. Interest you in a story, maybe about how I met Dana? No? One day. Whoa, he's telling us anyway. One day I followed a honey-colored doe across an island in the east. The most beautiful doe I ever seen. Suddenly, I came up to a bird shrine. There she was, standing next to it. She smiled at me. My heart was hers. Dana, not the doe, dummy. He just assumed that I thought he fell in love with a deer. It was the first time I visited the land of gods. I was chosen to take care of its lands while she was to inherit the duties of Kara's shrine. Apparently the shrine caved in. From what Dana said, it might not be possible to rebuild it. I'll try at least. Anyhow, where are you off to now? Maybe the east is next in line for a visit. Alright. I think the most impressive place is Lifla's Grove. Home to Lifla, the spirit deer of the land of gods. Okay. So, east is that way. You're sorry that you don't have them? Feels bad, man. They're pretty dank. Like, there's something to experience. I honestly, like, if I could recommend going to a pantomime, I would probably go with Aladdin. Aladdin's good. Cinderella's normally pretty good, because Cinderella, the three ugly sisters, are normally men. Like, men in drag. It's a wild ride. It's a wild ride. You're a town crier. Wow. Yeah. Was the town crier kind of like a narrator for it? Like you would come out at different parts of the play and like say what was going on? Because a town crier part, I can see how that would be a lot of stuff. One that had Mr. T in it. Wow. That must have been a long time ago if Mr. T was relevant. I'm kidding. I'll BRB, by the way. I need to tinkle. Alright? It's what I gotta do. I gotta go and I've drank nearly like a pint of water since I sat down. Like way more than I should have. So I'll BRB. Hello? Am I alive? Yeah, pantomimes are normally like... The funniest parts as well is, like I was saying about Red Dwarf, it's like the parts where people improvise. Look at my fucking hair. I need a haircut because look at this. Look how bald I am. Jeez. The webcam makes it look worse. The webcam makes it look worse. Like, the low contrast on the webcam makes it look like there's more bald patches than there should be. But it's still pretty bad. What was I talking about? Yeah. In, like, pantomimes, some of the funniest parts are just the parts where, stuff doesn't go right. Or, actors start just cracking up. That kind of thing. Is this right here? The deer temple's, like, right there? Maybe this isn't the temple. Maybe it's just a sculpture. Yeah, maybe it's just like a giant sculpture. It's not actually a temple. I couldn't imagine that the entrance is going to be on the ass of the deer. Yeah. That is to the east, though. Maybe this way? This is east, right? Technically, that's east of east. Liftless Grove. This is where we... There's a map! Oh! There's a map! An actual map. Alright, we gotta find a way of going into this, aperture. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to do something with that aperture. We got some trees. Some giant trees. Did you guys know that there actually were prehistoric trees that were just fucking massive? Like, bigger than redwoods? Trees that were literally like a mile wide. Like, a mile in diameter. I didn't know about that until like last year. Like, these huge trees that were like bigger than some towns and stuff like them. Offers which we loved, lost and longed for. City of cities, bright and dead. The white swan of marble raising her long neck elegantly into the purple sky. Her eyes a thousand souls swimming in the lake of the never-ending afternoon in the heart of spring. Her song a million hearts praising the beauty of life undiminished and brief. A petal on the window fall. The white swan of marble folding her luminous wings silently in the ashen dusk, never to be seen again. Well, that was a beautiful poem, but I don't think that really has any... Oh, deer! What up, deer? Why are they scared of me? I thought I was a nice person. Maybe if we walk really slowly. I think I can get on one of their backs. Nah, they're gonna run anyway. Alright, we got one big orange thing. We got another couple of big orange things up ahead. I don't know what that is. It looks like fox colors. Oh god, this is so hard to steer. What the fuck? I just like bonked off the ground and went flying again. You know what I need? I need a slow down button. Hey, there's a fox. Is it dead? What the fuck? Is this thing dead? Did I ever play Okami? I did. I played Okami on the Wii. I played it when it got remade for the Wii. A long time ago. Maybe like 2007? Like a really long time ago. I mean, if she's got no eyes, does she really know she's running towards you? That's the question. Didn't think of that one, right? Didn't think of that one, right, Loki? This fox is alive. Hello. Do all foxes have two tails in this universe? What the fuck? That was loud. This guy's dead. Dead as a donut. I said dead as a donut. Shut up, fox. I said dead as a donut when I was playing Overwatch the other day, and some dude had never heard that phrase before. The old gods are dead. This power belongs to the god King Koruku. No, why are you doing this? And this guy's like, you fucker. Any last words? That's what that guy's saying. And he's like, please, sir, let me live. There you go. That's been, whatever was going on here, narrated by me. Where are we going? Oh, shit. I completely overshot that. Alright, let's go talk to these guys. What was that? Like a crack of thunder louder than I've ever heard. Seemed to come from on. Alright, we got another one of these orange gates. Oh my lord. I'm not very good at flying. I think we're done here. We probably have to find another pillar of light, like a big shaft of light. Ruins of On. Should I be here yet? Whee! Onto the giant land donut. Oh, fuck. There's nothing more we can do. The machine is an accident waiting to happen. We got too greedy. So this is like a giant cog. It's like a sewage system. This guy is toast. This guy's toast as well. I wonder if there's anything up here in this building. Nope. Ow. There's a tablet. I just had a thought. Who was it that first called like a tablet, as in like a tablet PC? Who was the first one to call it a tablet? Because that's a really clever name when you think about it. It's a really, really clever name. They could have been called anything. They could have been called comps or screeny PCs. They could have been called anything. But some dude was like tablet. Tablet works. Alright, the clans of the south are proud people. Even now before the threat of the so-called god King Koruku. Koruku? They will not bow. Before the cities of Urza and On were built, many of their shifters chose the deer as their spirit animal, the protector, but slowly their spirits succumbed to sadness, and they blamed the gods for the darkness in the world. The darkness invited into their hearts spread further. If this is true, then so is the opposite existence of light, and there is hope. I am Kashar of the Eastern Islands, and the first shifter in 10 generations. My spirit animal chose me, and I will fight. I will travel north to the monastery to join the other priests. So, does everybody have a spirit animal or no? That they can turn into? Because it seems like the people that aren't birds are going to be pretty messed up. Considering that bird seems to be the best one for a floating island planet. I remember this place being here. Are the lands drifting in the wind? Need to hurry if you want to reach someplace safe. It's like a man and his 2 kids. Or a man and a woman and a kid. Oh shit, you could run over the mushrooms. Cool. Alright, I think I'm going the wrong way. I think I need to go back to the town and talk to the old dude. I'm pretty certain I have to go back to the lighthouse. The area with the big tree on the map, like to the left of where I am, to the west. I think that's an area I need to go to, but then I think I'm gonna go back to the lighthouse and see if he could translate those tablet things. I think this is maximum speed. What the fuck? You got knocked out of flight form for no reason. I overshoot like everywhere I want to land. Okay. Let's talk to the old dude. It's weird that that load bar just like doesn't load and it just goes pop and just loads. Alright, what up, old dude? I'm gonna read this really quickly. I'm not gonna read it out. Alright, so it wants me to search for the other caretakers. Alright, so I'm probably gonna speak to Dana. John told me to go to the east, and then said that the most, like, biggest landmark was the deer thing. But it didn't do anything. Neither did the other stuff, so I'm not too sure what's going on. I'm not entirely sure where I'm meant to go. Guess that's why they put Dana into the game. This area is like so colorful compared to the rest of the game.
Hey.
Oh, so these people don't know how to shift because yeah, they're not bird shifters like I am. All right. So So, she's telling me to go to the east, but then she's told me about a cave where there's a spirit bear. maybe the bear's more important. I don't know. Where's Erin though? Where's the kid that they were talking about? Did she fall down the well? Oh shit! I got an achievement for jumping on the well. Did I get an achievement for jumping on the fire? Is that the kid? This kid is baked. She's been smoking big weed. Alright, so she's telling me to go to the land of On, which is to the east, and they're all telling me to go to the east. I'll flick through what John said again.
Hey.
Lifeless Grove is just to the east. You will never believe the size of that tree, and there's even a door or something at its base. Oh, at the base of the tree! We never even looked at them. I didn't look at the base of the tree, I just saw the big orange doors and thought like I had to do something with them first. Alright, so it's not that tree, it'll be this one. Hey, and there's a big pillar of light. What the fuck? When you hit a tree, you just go flying. Oh, what did I just do? Huh. So that's what happens when you go through clouds. So I'm guessing that this door here is the door that's gonna open when I've done all the porthole things. Good job, Depp. Good job. Good job. Oh, wow. Are you fucking kidding me? Am I really this bad at this game? Right, attempt number 3. You know what this game reminds me of? It reminds me of the Adventure Time game, which I'm sure basically nobody has played. Something about the islands and the color scheme and the music makes me think of that game. The Adventure Time game was really weird. It's like a roguelike. And it's essentially the same as the free version of the game that's on the website, the Cartoon Network website. Just with like better graphics and more budget. Is that it? I heard Adventure Time ended recently. I used to watch it up until like, I think Flame Princess got introduced, and then I stopped watching it. For no real reason, I just kinda did. I think I saw like a couple episodes after that with Lemon Hope. I saw those episodes with the Tim Kenny, or no, it's not Tim Kenny that does Lemon Grab. It's Justin Roiland or something, right? I saw some of those ones. But I heard it like ended, as in like an actual conclusive end. It's pretty good. It's really character based, and each character is really well written. They each have a personality, and like it does follow those personalities. I think where they kind of failed was with the relationshipy stuff. I feel like there was too much of that. But it's one of those kid shows that has a really good overarching story as well as individual episode stories. It's really good. I don't know why I stopped watching it. Maybe just like I started watching other things. I think it's like a lot of episodes now. It's probably like 7 seasons, right? I'm gonna Google this. Adventure Time episodes. Adventure Time has 10 seasons? What the fuck? Has 10 seasons, and some of these seasons are like 27 episodes because they're they're 2-part things. Like the way Adventure Time episodes work is like a 15-minute thing and then like a 15-minute thing or something like that, or 12 minutes and 12 minutes. Right? And then it changed for a couple of seasons. Alright. Is that you, Kara? No, that can't be right. Who are you? I need to get out. I am weak. It's the rock. It's not of this world. The rift further down in the cavern. Close it. Okay. We gotta help this deer get out of the spooky rocks. And no flying allowed. We're not allowed to fly in this place. Got him. I almost thought I was gonna mess that up. I think the next one is this guy. E. Oh, that was the hole. All right. Let's go back and speak to that guy. You did it. I feel much better, thank you. I was beginning to fear a fate where I would fade away. Kuroku's men took hold of my home. They wanted the magic of this place. I fought for so long, and I am just one, and they were so many. At least I kept the most important secret. It's the one you're looking for too, isn't it? I have what you need. Here, take the key. It was my task to protect it, and so I have. Thanks again, young one. I'll leave the rest to you now. Is this an actual puzzle piece, or... Oh. What do I do with this? Guys, what do I do with this? I'm gonna go back this way. I don't think there's anything here, though. Because the platform stopped moving, so there's no way I can get back up there. Yep, I think I have to just leave. It's so quiet. Oh shit, it's Mr. Fox. What up, dude? What leads a bird to the east and to visit live low on top of them? Oh, so you held the key all this time. You use it where it belongs. Further east and a dash north. Answer me this. How come temples lead downwards when people look up to the skies for answers? It was eluded me for centuries, but that's fine. Humans are special creatures to say the least. Wait. He just said further north and a touch east, right? Oh, we have no internal map. Just an outside map. I think he means to go to the on place, the land on. And then we'll see a big white light and, you know, do the do. This game's a lot different than I thought. Did he say northeast? Uh-oh. I'm gonna go with yes. Or did he say further to the east than a touch north? I'm gonna go this way. This is east. North and a touch east? Alright, I'm pulling back, I kind of thought so because of the way the wind's blowing. Like, you can see the white streaks. Dude, my memory is terrible. What the fuck? How did I forget that within like 2 seconds? Wait a minute, you're both saying contradictory things. I'm gonna go with Evo. Let's go northeast. I mean, I'm thinking it's probably this place. Oh god, oh god. These guys are really tall, and they're elves as well. You're wrong, Evo. This isn't the place. What are you talking about? Look, because of perspective, I'm like the same size as them. Ain't that interesting? That's pretty neat, right? You think there's anything on these like little islands in the middle of nowhere? Some Easter eggs. Probably nothing here. There are some things to find. Ooh. Is there any loods? Oh, cool. Look at this. It's like, it's like it's made out of bronze. Fried rock. Circle of life. Oh, God. I bet inside one of these big marshmallows is like, I don't know, some secret loods of the fox. Like some furry stuff going on. I joined somebody's Discord and ironically posted like some cropped furry porn. Just to like, you know, say hello. Because that's what you do in people's Discords, right? Got instantly banned. It was like some blue furry like wolf thing's face with like drool coming out the mouth, and it was like, what up my fellow furries, and it got banned like instantly. Oh no. I mean, like, the whole point of having a welcome channel on a server should be for, or like an introduction channel, should be for people to introduce themselves, and then that way you know if they're a troll and you could ban them prematurely without letting them go into other servers, right? So they join and they're like rank 1, and then if they like write a welcome post, you upgrade them to rank 2, and then they're allowed in the other servers, right? Makes sense. I just went straight in and was like, you know what? Fucking hello, what up? have some furry porn. I got an achievement called Condor Condo for visiting the Condor Condo. There's a white light. Let's go towards the light. Alright, let me read this in my David Attenborough voice. Home of thousands, we built a shrine to stand beacon, and as home to the birds of these lands, such as birds did for us in ancient days. They have been our friends since forever. They scouted the lands and settled in places of soil which could sustain us. When we still were the tribes in the wilds, we traveled with the birds as they moved. We trusted them to mark the moment of change. They taught us to be nomads and shaped us to what we became. Except for the giraffe, which has a long neck. Let's go to the fucking thing. That was a good David Attenborough voice. What are you talking about? That was a 10 out of 10. Here in the Amazon rainforest, there are many types of frogs. Or David Attenborough's favorite line that he always uses when he's talking about like weird fish. He'll say, "You might think this is from an alien planet, but no, it's from deep down in the Earth's oceans." That's what he always says. He always says about how things look supernatural, and you've got to think, if everything looks supernatural, then clearly that's what natural looks like, right, David? Yes, that's true. David fucking Attenborough, dude. Did you know that David Attenborough's brother is the actor that plays the old guy in Jurassic Park? That's Richard Attenborough that plays you know the like, what's his name? I can't remember his name. But that's Richard Attenborough. He died a few years ago, like probably 6-7 years ago. Random facts for you guys. Random facts. And what up, Bongo? Bongo, what's your favorite Richard Attenborough? Do you like the underwater Attenborough? Do you like the in the jungles Attenborough? Desert Attenborough. Dr. Hammond? Was that his actual name? Because Hammond is like the hamster in Overwatch, right? And we all thought it was because Richard Hammond from Top Gear is called Hamster. But now I'm thinking like Dr. Hammond. It makes sense, right? From Jurassic Park. Hello, subtle Overwatch reference. Bongo, I can already predict what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, I don't even like David Attenborough. That's what you're gonna say. I don't even watch wildlife shit. That's what you're gonna say. Alright, we got some evil didgeridoo music playing. Time to explore the temple. How's the Western Monument coming along? Is that it? Is this like an ancient construction site? What are these hourglasses? You don't. I didn't think you did. David Attenborough plays Overwatch. Bring in the huge teen crowd. I don't even think that teenagers know who David Attenborough is. I don't think that's gonna work. There did used to be a guy that did voices on Twitch. He would be like, Arnold Schwarzenegger plays, I don't know, like League of Legends or whatever, right? Like way, way back when League was #1 on Twitch. He would do like, oh shit! We either just like skipped a huge puzzle or like we fucked up. But he would do, a load of voices. Who's the guy with the high-pitched squeaky voice? He used to do that guy. Gilbert Gottfried? Gilbert Gottfried? He used to do that all the time. You think it's after Top Gear? I think it is too. I don't think it's after Dr. Hammond from from Jurassic Park. I mean, maybe. I had a theory, right? You know on Lunar Colony how there's the secret hatch that you punch and it has bananas, potatoes, and what else does it have in it? It has bananas, potatoes, and carrots in it. I've got a theory that there were other animals on Lunar Colony other than chimps, and I think we're gonna see a bunny character at some point. There's gonna be a rabbit because there's carrots in the locker. You punch it, they come out. Alright, the dreams of the people are calm again. I hope this whole ordeal with the king is nothing more than an old man worrying about nothing. Is that the king? With his sword? King Arthur? Will he be called Roger? Bernard. Bernard Bunny Rabbit. Write that down. If I'm right, I want a prize from Blizzard. Write that down. Date it. I'm not sure what I'm meant to be doing with this puzzle, but I wanted to walk down the stairs and I fell, so... It reminds me of like a Dark Souls type area. Did we just jump down all the way? There's nothing to do on the way down. Right? There's a lot of little like... souls. Like lost soul dudes. So, Bongo. I can't play Overwatch right now. Until probably tomorrow. Because my mouse broke. And the one I've replaced it with is an old mouse that's been sitting in a cupboard for like 5 years. And it double clicks sometimes randomly. And that's not good for Overwatch. Like randomly double clicking. It doesn't like make that much of a difference, but it kinda does for some things, so... So yeah, I can't play Overwatch. I'm kinda sad. I wanted to play it tonight. The elevator isn't working again. Who keeps switching off the main switch? Do I gotta turn on the main switch? Is that how it be? Is this it? Are you the switch? It's the Nintendo Switch, guys. That looks like a Switch as well, though. This looks like something I could power. You haven't really been playing. I tried playing yesterday, I think, with the broken mouse. It wasn't a fun time. I can't believe that it lasted 5 years. Like, 5 years with the same mouse and then it dies. How are you even meant to adapt to using any other shape of mouse? I bought the same one again. The one that I had went up to 8,600 DPI and the refresh of it goes up to 12,000. It's like a different, newer sensor and it goes up a little bit higher. But it's like, look at this, right? Here's an example. This is the mouse that I've replaced it with, right? This is a Cooler Master Storm Sentinel 2. Do you see how this has like a part here? The mouse that I had didn't have a part here. So I am literally digging that into the mat because I'm used to that part not existing. Like, I honestly can't use that mouse at all because it's like, it just feels so big. And it's heavier, it's like, you can't get used to it. Cannot get used to like a new mouse if you've had one for 5 years. It's like going to your friend's house and like using their stuff and being like, ugh. That's a big old vault. That's a big old vault door as well. Wait, is this going up? Ah! Don't you dare. We going up? Alright, I don't know what's going on. But it just lit up 2 doors, and there's 2 more things to light up on that door. That one hasn't lit up somehow. I had a guy in Overwatch 2 days ago who said, "You sound really nervous." This is because he was raging and I was like, you know, I was like responding. So he like said, "You're not fucking healing," and something like that, right? Like this London accent, like, "You're not fucking healing, mate." So I responded with, "Dude, you were purple." And he was like, you know, he was taking the piss. He was like, you know, swearing and whatever. And then he said, "You sound really nervous, mate. What's wrong?" And I said, "I don't really sound nervous at all, dude." And he said, "Your voice is breaking. You sound nervous, right?" And I said, "My voice isn't breaking at all." And then the next sentence out of his mouth, he got the biggest voice break. Whoo, Lord, I wish I was streaming. That was really funny. Like, the thing he was gonna mock me for, he ended up doing himself. And he was in a pre-made of 2, and they were really quiet. But they would have heard the whole thing. So, I hope that after the game, they were like, "Dude, that was funny when you said that guy's voice was breaking, then your voice broke." Too good. Oh! Made it. See that? Pro skills. Pro skills. Did you like my English accent, by the way, Loki? That's my London English. That's how he sounded, though. He was like, "You're not fucking healing, mate. You're not fucking healing." I think he called me bruv at some point. I love it. Yeah, sure. That's how English people talk. Or they're like, you know, "Oh, or parsnips." That's also how English people talk. Or you like parsnips. "Oh, you've got a tractor." That's the other voice. Wait. Bongo? No, just call him Bongo. I call him Bongo all the time. Have fun at work, Bongo. Try to, you know, not rage at too many customers. You've got like another 2 hours to work, you know? Try not to get the customers too mad. Or get too mad at them. Parsnips. That's true, though. That's all you hear in Scotland is about iron fruit. Oh no. Oh man. You know, do you guys ever watch Joe Rogan's podcast? Joe Rogan had Elon Musk on, and it was one of the most boring podcasts that Joe Rogan's ever done. But during it, they were talking about AI, and they were like, well, you know, if we manage to create AI, the AI might be as interested in us as we are of monkeys. And how often do you think about monkeys, right? And Joe just goes, "We actually talk about monkeys all the fucking time on this stream." Because he really does. Like, every single time he, like, talks to anybody, he'll end up talking about chimps or monkeys. Like, every time. He always talks about gorillas. Oh no. Or worse, Buckfast. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Buckfast is expensive now, right? Because of the changes to the alcohol prices, it's really expensive. What up, Raging Kuma? What up, dude? We're talking about English accents. You just missed my amazing David Attenborough accent, my London teen accent, and my Cornwall farmer accent. That's true. I think you learned about Iron Brew in like your first time visiting the stream. You found out what Iron Brew is. You clipped the David Attenborough. No way. Oh god, my cheeks. My cheeks are sore from like smiling so much tonight. It's not even funny. Mostly laughing at my own jokes. Oh no. Wow. Wow. Somebody in your stream chat pissed you off, or in RL? It's awfully late in real life to get pissed off at something that isn't online. So I'm imagining it was somebody in your chat. Thanks for the host, dude.
Get in here!
Look at that host alert. The vibrating dwarf face. I love it. 10 out of 10. Thanks for the host, though. The person you're streaming with? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. You gotta be careful. It is difficult, like, streaming with other people. When I streamed PUBG, I had this guy on the stream who would constantly make fun of the stream for not having a lot of viewers, and then he would like make fun of my voice, and then he would like, I don't know, he would come close to saying words that you're not meant to say on Twitch. So he was on the stream once for like 2 hours, and then he was never on again because of that. Mostly because of like his attitude, but also because of like how close he was to towing that line to getting me banned. It was a bad time. Oh damn. Alright, I think we gotta open this door, and then hopefully that gives us a sigil and another door. There hasn't been a lot of really difficult puzzles so far, has there? There's been like some simple platforming stuff and then a little bit of rotation puzzles. Where you've got to rotate and align stuff. Oh, that's an elevator. That is an elevator. Damn, that doesn't sound good. I've never really streamed with somebody else that was streaming as well, other than Bongo, and me and Bongo get on like really well. I hope we do. I'm pretty sure that me and Bongo get on really well. Apart from the finding the places, or doesn't that kind of, yeah, like when you're in the temples and it has the multiple paths and you know you have to light up certain things, I guess that's a puzzle. But a lot of it's been like rotating things, like this is kind of a rotation puzzle as well. This looks like it's going to be a timer puzzle. Yeah, this is going to be a timer puzzle. So you have to do the back one first, and then you have to do the front one, and use the front one as a staircase. Fairly simple, I think. Yep. There you go. Did you hear Wellstar shutting down? Yeah. I heard about a week ago that it was finally shutting down, and to be honest, I thought it already had. I thought it already officially had shut down. Do you know what's gonna like happen to it? Have you read any articles? Is it currently ran by Bluehole? Like, who is it that currently run it? Is it Bluehole or En Masse? It seems like what MMOs do often, or like what they've done for the last like 10 years. It's not what they used to do, but what they've done often now is like they come out, they have like a big user base at the beginning, they go on for a couple of months, and then maybe their user base will creep up during that time, and then they'll have like a big, like, boom of users, and then they'll like dwindle. And then towards the end of the dwindle, they'll become free to play, and then they'll have another big boost because it's free to play, and then they'll start to dwindle again, and it's like, it seems to happen to every single MMO. I don't really know what's to blame. Because with modern MMOs, so many people are interested that you have to have that scalability, so you need to be like a large company, and you'll get the best like economy of scale from being a big company, but then if it doesn't take off, it's like... Actually, when I read the article about, you know, or like I saw the article, I clicked on it. The first video they used to show it was the initial release video. Do you remember when it had the girl with the big boobs in the trailer telling you about all the races? And like, I actually felt nostalgia, like just from like watching that video. I was like, damn. Wellstar was so long ago when it actually first was teased. It's sad to think like they like couldn't just keep going on one server or whatever. You think they will sell it? Because you were super aggressive and you were more like a sad voice. I can imagine you being calm more than aggressive. I don't think I've ever heard you being aggressive. You're normally like really easygoing. They'll never sell? Damn. Do you think there's a chance that there will be private servers? Like what people do with WoW? Or is it not really possible? I always wanted to get into private servers on WoW. You're not allowed to stream them. You can't stream classic private servers or anything like that. Is City of Heroes still going? Wait a minute. Is City of Heroes still a thing? I don't know this. I'm also not exactly sure what I just did with that puzzle. I think that what I did was opened up a door at the top coming from the middle. And maybe there's another middle door? I'm gonna jump back down. Hey, this is lit up. Got him. Is RuneScape the longest running for MMOs or for private servers, or what do you mean? I don't know. I want to say there's maybe some like other MMO that's kept going, like EverQuest or EverQuest 2 or something like that. Guild Wars 1, does that still go on? I'll tell you how old RuneScape is though. I remember playing RuneScape on a 300 megahertz processor. Or trying to. I don't know if it ever ran. Yeah. I had like a 300 and something megahertz processor, and then I had like a 900 megahertz. And maybe I ran it on the 900. And now I've got... now I've got 12 3700 megahertz cores. Good night, Liar. Good night, good night. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for the resub. Man, it's crazy to think like I'm off that generation that had like I had 192 megabytes of RAM, and now I have 16,000 megabytes of RAM. I had a 13 gigabyte hard drive. I had a 13 gigabyte hard drive, and now I have like 4 terabytes of storage. That's like 6 times quicker. Wait, is this the last... Is this a Guardian? It's a puzzle piece. Oh. I thought that was going to be another Guardian. Glorious 8 megahertz? Damn. low. Cylon dude again. I'll see if I can find it. I'll see if I can find the PC I had. I think there's a picture on Google Images off the front of the box. And on the front of the box is like the spec of it. Let me see if I can find this. It'll be really easy to find this. I'm gonna type in 1998 because I think that's when we got our first PC. Very similar to whatever this is. Nah. Would it have been 192 megahertz, or like, is that like one of the increments that PCs went in? Or would it have been like 186 megahertz, or like, what would have been the processor? It was something like that. It used to have all the stickers on the front. It was very similar to this. Let me see if I can get this one up. It was very similar to this one here. I want to say it could have been this one, but it had a lot of stickers on the front that told you all the specs of the different components. Used to have these big speakers that clipped onto the side of the monitor. Used to play like RuneScape and mini-clip games, if you remember mini-clip. And there was a website called Funny Junk. Habbo Hotel, I used to play that. Damn. Well, there you go. That PC cost like $1,000, nearly. I think it cost like 900 or something like that. Pirating games was such a breeze. I used to pirate games, or not like myself, but we used to get pirate PlayStation 1 games. PlayStation 1 games were CDs, so it was like 700 megabyte was the maximum size, but a lot of them were a lot lower than that. We used to get PlayStation 1 games burned for like a couple of pound. I've never played EverQuest, but I heard of it. I have heard of it. I know there was an EverQuest 2 as well. Damn, son. I did miss out on a lot of the early PC games, though. Like, things like Monkey Island and Broken Sword. I'm trying to think of, like, what else? Lemmings. You know, those type of games. I missed out on a lot of those. Damn. So, we've got that key. We've just come out of this tower. And I guess we're going all the way back to the village. Doesn't look like there's any pillars of light around here. I just pressed the wrong button 3 times in a row. This way, right? That's true, Grummeldunk. Like, I played Monkey Island when it got remade in 2008 or 9. It got remade for the Xbox 360. It was part of the 2008 or 2009 Summer of Arcade. And it was pretty good. It isn't exactly my type of game. Like, I didn't like Grim Fandango, which is another one of these, like, classic point-and-click games. I didn't really like Grim Fandango that much. But I could see why at the time it would have been pretty innovative and, you know, it is based mostly on humor. Some of the stuff in Grim Fandango is so random though. Like, there's a part where you take a skeleton's arm and you grind it in like a grinder to make it into dust so that somebody's convinced it's snowing or something like that, and it's like, oh my god, how the fuck was it ever meant to work that out? That was the things that got me in that game, and why I didn't enjoy it that much. Can't get into the older Elder Scrolls before Morrowind. I haven't tried Morrowind yet, and I'm really, really tempted because I know there's a community on Twitch that watch it. I know that it wouldn't be that difficult to mod it, wouldn't be that difficult to run it and capture it and whatever, you know. Like, I haven't played any of the old Elder Scrolls before Oblivion. Oblivion, I used to have a Pentium 4. Was it a Pentium 4? And it was like a 2 gigahertz. It was a hyper-threaded dual core. And I needed to turn off hyper-threading because Oblivion didn't like hyper-threaded processors. So in order to actually run it, I had to disable hyper-threading before I switched on the PC. I had to like go, okay, today I'm gonna play Oblivion. Let me just disable hyper-threading so I can play. Used to have a 512 megabyte Radeon X600, or maybe like a 256 megabyte. I'm looking it up. Radeon X600. What was my X600? This is like 2004 we're talking about. I can't find it. X600. Yep, 2004. It had 256 megabyte of RAM. Its core clock was 400 megahertz. Oh lord. And its memory was 250 megahertz of DDR memory. Oh no. Oh lord. I've heard of Myst. I think I watched a little bit of Usajin play it a while ago. Usajin was playing it. Do you guys follow Uso? This is Uso's Twitch. You guys should follow Uso. I don't know if he's on right now, but follow him. Uso is a dude. Pretty much everybody in this stream right now streams, apart from Grummeldunk. And Evo, you've streamed before, right? Damn. I think I had the X600 Pro. It looks like the difference between the X600 and X600 Pro was that the Pro had 50 megahertz extra on the memory clock. But it also looks like that the X600 Pro came in a 128 megabyte of RAM version, which might be the version that I had. So it could have actually been worse than the standard X600 by having less memory. Oh lord. My graphics card right now has 8 gigabyte of memory. Oh no. I think, yeah, it has 8 gigabyte of DDR5. Oh, GDDR5. GDDR5, not even just like DDR5, GDDR5. Oh lord. There's only one temple left now, and it's located beyond the storm of the Howling Peaks, all the way up to the roof of the world in the north. It's an old monastery where people lived, served, and learned in solitude. The sigil is located close to a small bell tower rather than the temple itself. Take care when flying through the storm. Sometimes it's difficult to find the way. Alright. So I'm going up to the north, and it's near a bell tower. Past the storm. It's too late to like do any actual de-stressing things, like going for a walk and stuff like that. I mean, I hope you guys actually work it out and aren't like mad at each other forever, even if it means you don't talk to each other or stream together for a while. I think you should try and talk to them again, just to kind of try and sort it out. Everybody I've ever like fallen out with, I've normally like talked to them at least once before, you know, making it clear where I stand on whatever's happened. I can't think of anybody who I haven't done that with. I don't normally argue and then just leave. I normally follow up and then, you know, we work out whatever happens. You know, when I was in high school, I had like a group of friends that I left primary school with, went to high school, and within like the first 6 months, pretty much all of those friends like stopped talking to me. They all made friends with like other people, realized that, you know, they could be friends with people that were outside of walking distance, and I don't know, I kind of just got left behind by a lot of them. But like every one of them, even if we like ended in arguments, we kind of like, you know, spoke about it. Damn. Am I meant to be doing something special to get through these howling winds? Oh shit. Let's check out this cave. It's probably going to be full of runes that we can't decipher. I'm like starving, by the way. I had dinner like 5 hours ago, and I'm literally starving. Oh yeah, I've got a lamp. I'm like walking through the dark, forgetting I even had the lamp. Ooh. Is that the sun coming through the... No, it's just some lights. It's time to read. Notes on Legends of the Western Clans by Rhett. The Scholars of the Summer Island. The Scholar of the Summer Islands. Everything in the Land of Gods is sacred. Especially, there is a shrine called the Lighthouse, which is rumored to be a place of power. Some ancient texts refer to it as the House of the First Light, the cradle of our world, where the ancient gods first woke up and walked the lands. Now it just looms as a small black tower made from alien obsidian, lonely and abandoned, a relic in the eyes of our civilization. Is it a mistake that we don't care for what was left to us by our ancestors? Are these meant to be plants or like mineral crystal things? Like the glowing purple things? With the geometry of the game, it's hard to like tell if that's meant to be crystals or plants. Alright. You know what's really funny? I don't really know what I'm trying to do in the game. I know I'm trying to like progress and reunite the relic thing. The relic looks like it's a symbol that combines all the other symbols together. But at the same time, it's like, am I trying to put the islands back together? Am I trying to reverse time? Am I just trying to get rid of the big bad guy? Like, what am I trying to do? We'll probably find out, but it's not really totally clear. Oh, it's a big bear. Oh, this is the cave that they said to the north earlier. The little girl said that she went to a cave, right? Alright, I think this bear's gonna have Richard Attenborough's voice. Or David Attenborough's voice. Do I do it? Do I do it again? If it was clip-worthy, then I might do it again. But if it wasn't, then... Alright, fuck it, we're doing it.
My lady, welcome. It's an honor to receive you here. You may not know me, but I know who you are. Come listen to my story. Ah, I still remember the time when Kara was still a cub. It was her first visit to the land of gods. Her clan was traveling through. I myself was still young, just over 100 years. And as chance would have it, they stopped for a rest near my home at the time. I was walking by and she went up to me. She was still without words, but she hugged me and her heart talked to me. Years later she came back. She remembered me. One of her first memories, she said.
I can't do it. It's too difficult. Oh god. I offered her a pact, but she had already entered in one with the bird of the Thunder Isles. We became good friends, however, and I was first to meet her after the Great Divide. The creator had split himself to lock away a void. Wait, has all of this, like, stuff happened recently? I was under the impression that all this, like, created universe and stuff shattered apart was thousands of years ago. Like, the bear said he was young and he was only 100 years old, so I'm guessing he's like 1,000. Alright, so we're trying to rebuild the creator, right? The animals have no idea how time flows? Maybe. I mean, like, judging by the way the lands are right now, the people living on some of those islands could be living by, like, killing the birds and stuff and, like, harvesting the sheep, like, you know, like in Minecraft. But it makes me think that the earth is split apart recently and it's not that ancient, but I could be wrong. One last piece is hopes and dreams and his love for the world and its beauty. Kara came to me much later, when the world was calm once more, to present the last piece to me. The cub was as small as Kara was when we met the first time, and her name was Mina. As time flows so fast, my lady, I thank you for coming here. It was a great pleasure to relive the past for a short while. But the world is growing weary and is missing something it once had. I hope for a great ending of this tale, and it seems it's not entirely over just yet. Alright. So this was kind of like just a little side mission thing, right? Just like a little bit of lore. Evo, have some bits.
You nature boy.
Fuck. Was it good enough for 5 bits? I mean, that must have been pretty good. Thanks for the 5-bit arenos. It goes towards the replacing Depp's mouse fund. Oh no. I totally gift that mouse. Jeez. They're party bits as well. It's the party thing. The trumpet. What's it called? Party popper trumpet thing. Thanks for the 5 party bits. Do you think I should add one of those buckets on the stream that collects like your bits and your subs in like a big bucket? You gonna make your way back home? Cool. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for the resub, the 9-month for Reno. And thanks for the bits. Oh shit! This is like those flags you get in places like Nepal or where else? Tibet? Wait, Nepal is Tibet. It's like those flag things that you see in the mountains. Bye, Evo. Let's go this way. And then up and around. I'm gonna go back this side. There's got to be some other stuff here. It's probably one of these games that's just full of like hidden Easter eggs and content if you walk around on each island and stuff like that. Maybe there's even an achievement for landing on multiple islands. Like, you have landed on 50 islands. Here's the Explorer Park. This is a different symbol. And it doesn't look like the symbols on the medallion thing. I was speaking to one of my friends yesterday about like how my mouse had broke. And I asked, like, which mouse have you used, right? He's used the same Microsoft mouse that came with his computer in, like, 2005. He's been using that same mouse for 13 years and it's never died. It's one of those red laser mouses? Not like an optical mouse, but like a red laser. But I can't believe, like, how has it lasted that long? It's nothing, like, wrong with it. I mean... I only need a gaming mouse because I play at stupid high sensitivity. I play at 2400 DPI, and a lot of mice only go up to like 1200 or 1600, 1800. So I really need the 2400. All right, so that plays a song, and I'm assuming we got to play a song on all of these. How is it, like, still working? I had a Dell mouse, when I used to have my old Dell 5150. That thing broke after, like, 3 years? It was a red laser as well. That broke after, like, 3 years. And then I got a Logitech, one of the early, like, Logitech gaming mice. That broke really quickly as well, like, I want to say a year and a half. You still got one? A lot of people seem to have them for like laptops and stuff, right? Like they'll have a mouse that they take with them that isn't their gaming mouse. Sandy uses the same mouse that I use for my PC on his laptop because it's like a little bit more compact. The Corsair M65. I honestly don't think I could get used to any other mouse than the M65. Just how much material is missing from the heel of it means that you could do stuff with it that you can't do with other mice. Like, when you lift it and drop it, you can kind of tilt it more because it doesn't have material there to, like, foul on the table. Man, I'm geeking out about mice. Nobody even cares about mice. Like, it's something that nobody talks about. Or keyboards. What kind of keyboard do you have, Loki? Do you have a mechanical keyboard? I've had the same mechanical keyboard for years as well. I have a CM Storm. It's a Coolmaster Storm 10 key less. Like it's a TK. I think it's called the Quickfire. With Cherry MX Browns. You got CM Storm as well? Do you have the TK version where it's like it doesn't have the arrow keys? The arrow keys are mapped onto the number pad. Standard. I went with a shorter one because it's easier to butt up alongside my Huion for like when I'm drawing digitally, because my Huion is like, I'll show you. Because my Huion is like here, right? And then like the CM Storm is shorter. So if I butt it up to the side of this, I have like all of these as hotkeys right next to it. Plus I don't need to like stretch my hand or my arm like a long distance to like touch the rest. Look at this ugly mouse. Look how ugly this is. It's so ugly. It has a screen on it. It tells you your DPI. It's so ugly. Look how shiny it is. Fucking gross. This one doesn't even have RGB, this keyboard. Like, not that RGB is necessary, but it doesn't. Rocat are actually a good company, right? Like, when they first came out, I think it was something to do with Rocat is, Rocat's and Mad Catz, right? Like, underneath, it's Mad Catz. And Mad Catz had a bad reputation for making, like, really terrible PlayStation 1 controllers and PlayStation 2 controllers. But I'm pretty sure that Rocat are actually really good. That's why they rebranded to Rocat instead of being Mad Catz for peripherals, because of their like legacy of making like not as good stuff for consoles. But I'm pretty sure they're really good PC stuff. Some of the designs are nice as well. I love asymmetrical mice. I don't like symmetrical mice at all. They give me like so much wrist pain that it's not even funny. If I wasn't buying another like mouse the same, if they didn't make the M65 anymore, I was probably gonna go with Logitech or Cooler Master, and then probably Rocat and maybe SteelSeries or Zowie. Because every other company I've had some issue with in the past. I think that's how most people decide what they're gonna like buy, which company they're gonna go with. It's what they've had in the past and what has like died. Alright, this guy's not gonna sound like David Attenborough, but I'm gonna read this one. My friend, the little wanderer, found her way to the far north. Aren't you cold? Even if I can feel the chill through my fur. Even I can feel the chill through my fur. Might be the hot-bloodedness of humans. Well, at least you made the air shimmer in here. Like the stars found at the roof of the world, where the air is crisp and clear and the storm never rages. A key in the ice. To break ice once more, go west, go north, but don't freeze to death as other creatures before you. I am gonna make a prediction. When it was telling us the origin story about how the animal spirits were interacting with the new, like, creature, which is humans, it said that the other ones, you know, they didn't really want to make a deal, or it gave that impression. I'm gonna say that this fox dude might actually be the bad guy at the end. It says the bad guy is the void that was in the creator's soul, and we've only seen that, like, V line, but it's making me think that one of the animals, like, is, you know, he's not too happy about us. Alright, we're going northwest. Northwest is the name of Kanye West's daughter, right? Man, Kanye West. What a guy. Oh! I overshot the thing. Ooh, there's another thing there as well. Alright, what are you? You nothing? Broken statue. Where was that other thing I saw? Here it is. Oh, this is a checkpoint. If you fall off the map, this is like the checkpoint system. Cool, cool. Didn't mean that, but that worked out. Oh! Alright, I realize you've traveled so far, but there is no path up there anymore. The ground has fallen to the depths. Those of us still here are leaving in a fortnight. Fortnight, boys! Where are we dropping? Is there gonna be slurp juice up ahead? Is that a treasure chest, or is it a rock? It's a rock. Man, every time that I hear slurp juice, I laugh. I just think it's really funny. It's really funny they called it slurp juice. What were they thinking? Right, we're using our big ass symbols of power. Ringing the bell. Breaking the ice. And this is the final temple. Evo said that she binged it all in one session. So, it's really possible that this is the end of the game. Do you think there's an achievement for walking all the way up there instead of, like, flying? I don't even know why I want achievements for it. I am Zui of the Snow. Today, a priestess from the far southeast came to us, telling us of a great war between the cities of Urza and On. Her name was Kara, and she requested an audience with the god that is said to sleep here, the Watcher of the Veil. Our Master of the Scrolls bowed to her, and told her if there was a god, he must be sleeping so deeply that even she could not wake him. But Kara insisted, and he let her into the innermost sanctuary. She stayed there for 3 days and 3 nights. No one knows what she did in there. She probably pooped. If you're there for 3 days and 3 nights, you're gonna need to eat, you're gonna need to poop. She left us without a word, but her face was sad, and I fear for our people. What can we do but guard the most holy texts of our ancestors? We are but few, and no one believes us. Our whole world has gone mad, and there is no cure. Damn. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say there probably isn't an achievement for walking up there. Yeah, I think I should just fly. Nice. Did you see that when we're talking about like keyboards, I think it's Cooler Master have launched a thing. It's like a 20 key little number pad, and what it's for is essentially like additional keys for when you're playing games. So you can put your WASD on it and then have like a whole bunch of little keys around it. It's a 20 key pad, I think. I think it's 5 rows of 4, or maybe it's more than that. I'm gonna look it up, because I like to do that on the middle of the stream and annoy everybody. I think it's Cooler Master, though. Yeah, it is Cooler Master. It is 5 rows of 5. It's 5 rows of 5 with an extra big mouse, an extra big button for your thumb, like a double wide for your jump on your thumb. It's called the Cooler Master Control Pad. It might actually be like a worthwhile thing for people who are into stuff like macros for video editing and Photoshop and stuff like that. Like artists. Is this it? Oh shit! It's $100 though. That is pretty damn expensive. Apparently they kickstarted it themselves. Cooler Master actually kickstarted this. It's just like a little macro keypad. I bought... Is it even here? Shit. It's not here. I have this little one that I got from China for £2. But the problem with the Chinese one is, it is just a number pad meant for laptops. So, that's the problem with the Chinese one. It's not actually, like, rebindable. You have to bind the keys in your application, rather than rebind the keys on the pad. Which is 2 different things that makes it not as good. But, I did get one for like £2 or £3 from China. Again, it was so that I could have extra shortcuts when I'm using my Huion to draw. Just to like change brushes, change tools, that type of thing. I don't think this is where I'm meant to go. I think I'm meant to go up the tower first. We'll see. It's a cool idea though. There's always been those kind of like separate number pad things. I think Razer have had one, Logitech's had one, but they're always really expensive. The big thing with this one is the custom keycaps. I think they're just printed though. I don't think they're double shot injected keycaps. I talk a lot. Let's press this button. Ooh. That opened the door already. I was thinking there was going to be more to this puzzle, since it's the final area. You know what had a really good final area? Cube 2. In the beginning there was the dreamer, asleep in the cold eternity, and she dreamed all there is. She dreamed a veil, and behind the veil she dreamed the crater, and the world modeled from a memory of home. The creator danced into the world, and there he breathed the clouds and sang the sun and moon into being. As he danced between the clouds, he took 4 steps, and so made the lands of the north, east, south, and west. And then he formed the mountains, and filled the seas with water from the clouds. And from earth and water he made animals, so land and sea would be alive. From stardust and eternity he made gods to walk the lands and look after the world. Alright. You know it said he took 4 steps, north, south, east, and west, and made the 4 lands? When he was making life, did he do like, you know, the cha-cha slide? Where it's like, left this time, right foot, let's stomp, turn around. Is that how he made life? How do you just make life? Do you clap your hands? There's also a move in the cha-cha slide. I think we're trying to make the symbol that's on the ground. So it's this and then this. Got him. Ooh, that door down there reminds me of like the end of Dark Souls 3. Do I mean Dark Souls 3? I mean Dark Souls 2. When you're in the castle. This game is nothing like Dark Souls. I might be high. I keep putting the lantern away. Okay. Alright, we got a big octahedron? I think you call this an octahedron, right? It's 6-sided though. No, wait, these are pentagons. Am I high? These are pentagons, so this is a dodecahedron? Let me look this up. What's the sphere made of pentagons called? Yay! I'm right. A sphere made of pentagons is a dodecahedron. But that is normally one row less. Yeah. Yeah. This has 20 faces? It's a pentagonal sphere with 20 faces. It's an icosahedron. Let's go, baby. We worked that one out. That was using the power of maths and also Google. Does this open? No. Do you think I have to put more symbols into that to get different things out of it? Maybe not. Nah, this will be it. When the Creator made the world, he woke the gods to care for it. First swam the Watcher of the Veil high in the skies, mighty guardian against the black cold endlessness, forever singing soothing songs to the great dreamer, lest she awaken from the dream of our world. Nothing else in here. Oh snap, have I been in here before? I don't think I've been in here before. Oh, I get it. Got him. That was a really easy puzzle. Oh! And you can also open the other door using that same puzzle. It's just a different order. So it's this. And then this. And this. Hey! Let's do this first one first. Nothing underneath it. What time is it? 10 to 11? We've got time to maybe finish this tonight. Alright, we're delivering these shoops up the staircase. How do I get up there? Has to be another way. So maybe... yeah. So what about this one then? What about this big door? It just doesn't get opened? Alright. I'll run back to the first area. So for here. And there's a way behind me as well. Like over this way. That was just a shortcut then? If you ever get lost in a game like this, there is one method. It's not the quickest method, but it's like, it always works. If you just hug the left-hand wall for literally the entire time, eventually you find the right way. It's not the quickest, but it does work. I used to do it in games like Tomb Raider and stuff like that, if I didn't know where to go. It also works if you hug the right wall, but it's normally the left that I do. This guy's praying to the gods. It's a shortcut. Oh, it's a really good shortcut. And there's the thing that's darting across that we sent up. And this is the bridge we opened at the very beginning. Nice. It's coming together, kind of. This game reminds me a lot of, like, Ico. We played Ico on stream a while ago when I first bought the PS3. The PS3 that I bought, and we literally have not played. I think we played 2, 4, 6, 8. We played 10 games on PlayStation 3 and then just eventually just gave up because there's no other games on it that are worth playing. They're exclusives. Alright, there's our isocahedron. This game looks so good. Oh shit! That actually scared me a little bit. Fucking the whale noise! Alright. Come closer, little champion. I won't ruffle your feathers. I am the Watcher of the Veil. So that's the one that sings songs to help the person sleep as a fucking whale? Whale songs. Okay. Why does he have text written on the side of him? Alright, I'm the Watcher of the Veils. I guard the world from the eternity. For eternity. But I've spent many years trying to close the rifts that threaten this world. Now, without the faith of your kind, my powers are almost gone. There isn't much left of the first dream of the great dreamer. The dream we call our home. Did you know that the first dream brought forth the creator? His only weakness was his tender spot for your kind, little human. To create you, he linked his heart to yours, but your hearts grew empty. Shocked by the emptiness dwelling in himself, the creator ripped the void out of his heart. But time changes many things, and a new little champion stands before me, a human one even. Listen now, champion. These are my last words. This is the last fragment of the free Kara left in our care. There's only one step left now. Return the 3 fragments to the lighthouse in the very south, where your people have built a camp. It will show you what's next. It all rests upon your shoulders. Damn! Why does he look like a spaceship, though? He has, like, white text written on him. Alright. I'm thinking. Oh, wow. That's the best view of the final boss thing that we've got to see so far. Alright. I'm assuming that this game saves. I think I'm gonna end the stream and we'll finish this game tomorrow. I really want to go and get food. It has been like a while. Man, I could come back tomorrow though and it's like 20 minutes of this game. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save. Assume that's saved. I'm gonna exit and I'll finish it tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow as well we can play other games because I'll have a working mouse that isn't like gigantic and low DPI and double clicks when it's not meant to. That would also be good. Is this game done? We're done. Cool. It's different than I thought. Not in a bad way. It's a lot more slow-paced. It's been good though. I have like really enjoyed the art and the music and the story's nice. I have to do a lot of reading though, which isn't the best, but you know. It's what it is. So yeah. Thanks for watching and stuff. Thanks for all the comments and the resubs and the Bitterinos and the hosts. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll finish this game. We'll finish this game tomorrow. And maybe if there's some Easter eggs and stuff, we'll have a look for those. And then I think we're going to play XCOM 2 again. And then maybe some Overwatch and I don't know what else. But I've got a ton of games that people have gifted me. There's a game called Apophyon, which is like a side-scroller... it's a side-scroller beat-em-up thing that's based on, like, Greek Roman pottery stuff. Like the 3 singing ladies in the Hercules movie. Like, you know, on the side of, like, a clay pot. We might play that. There's a whole bunch of games that we might play. There's definitely, like, no shortage of games that people have gifted me that I've never even launched. How many games do I have? I think I have, like, 560 games? I got 565 games, which includes some DLCs. So yeah, I think we're good for games. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Thanks for watching. Good night. Good night.